Hello everybody, Qzilla here, welcome to Pikmin. So this is a game that I'm kind of doing in between the previous one and the next one just to pad out time, but I figured I might as well play it. So this is a game that I did have as a kid, but I never actually got around to playing. At least actually trying to finish. As you can see, I did do my own Let's Play of this game beforehand, and I did complete it. It's just for whatever reason, it just says I don't have all 30 parts. But I'm going to be deleting it. Now, this is being played on the Dolphin emulator, and this is the original GameCube version of Pikmin. If you don't know what Pikmin is, it's kind of like a nice little game where you have to manage your various units. There's the Dolphin. Yes, that is the name of Olimar's ship. Oh no, the Dolphin got hit by the meteor. So this game is the only one that I've ever actually played through it all. I only did it years after the fact. Me never wanted to play this game because I was horrible at time management. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved Dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I am stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I cannot repair the Dolphin by then, no! Better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Alright, welcome to the first day. The only way to move the camera around is to use the left bumper. And you can move Olimar around with the left joystick. I am playing on a DualShock controller. Alright, so looking around, there doesn't really seem to be much we can do here. But you'll notice that the first day doesn't have a time limit. That's because this is the tutorial. Aha! A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. The seed that the onion dropped root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and its waves back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive. Yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A, and I'll call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. Following controls appear to allow me to view several viewpoints. L to rotate the camera, O to follow the cursor, R to zoom in and out, and Z to change angle. I must survive! I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. Alright, so, the C stick, or in this case the right stick, will allow the Pikmin to go wherever you want it to. Press A to hold the Pikmin, and then you can throw it. Press B to recall it with your whistle. Thrown Pikmin will be able to auto-lock onto targets. And if you're able to get them to actually get onto the target with the C stick, they will automatically do whatever action needs to be done with it. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seed! The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after putting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be an incubator of sorts. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. So yeah, on this first day, you're basically just here to get as many Pikmin as you can. If you press A multiple times when you're plucking Pikmin from the ground, you will be able to auto-pluck. Or, in other words, just immediately go to the next one and pluck it instead of having to manually walk there. Now, as you can see, you can rapid throw Pikmin, or you can just aim and throw. Like so. Now, the more Pikmin are doing a task, the easier that task will be. For example, we can have 2 Pikmin carry one of these one-size pellets, and it will go by much faster. The name of the game, build up your army, get those lost ship parts, get Olimar off this world. Also, I love how Olimar can just punch if he doesn't have any Pikmin to throw. Alright, you two come with me. This is one thing that I don't quite like about the Pikmin themselves. They have horrible pathfinding. Alright, I need you two to carry that. And one thing that is present in the original Pikmin is that Pikmin can trip, which is annoying. But this shouldn't be that long of a game. When I was playing it before, it took me 8 hours with breaks with the game on. Now, you know, the name of the game is Resource Management. You absolutely want to get stuff done ASAP. Move it, men! Good job, men. Why are you three standing here? Must be working. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin, release to throw. Press B to call them. X to dismiss. C to command and control the group. L, R, and Z control perspective. I shall record all of this in my computer. I can press Y, access my computer. So yeah, as you can see, Y is basically, this is how you get to where your controls are. Alright. So come here, everybody. Okay, nobody fell off. Right? Right, nobody fell off, okay. That is one thing that I am rather annoyed by in this game. Pikmin can fall off stuff. Okay, you two carry that. 9 of you will carry that, and 2 of you will carry this. And then we... Okay, I think we can bust down this. Though I may need bombs for that, which I cannot do just yet. While they do that... Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me. But how will I get it back to the Dolphin? Well, that's what the Pikmin are for. So I will see if... So yeah, I guess we'll just have to see if we can bust down this wall. And if not, maybe I could try to bust down that wall? Though I think I might need something... I may just need to come back later to bust down that wall. Regardless, the more Pikmin I can get, the better. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Basically, which Pikmin are active, which are not. Alright, so we have amassed a total of 25 soldiers for our army. Okay, so there's nothing else that we can actually do here for now. At least, I don't think there is. Like, there's no way to get more. Tripping. I hate tripping. Now, you can use the C-stick to kind of, like, funnel your, Pikmin into a group. Okay, so yeah, that's not working. I will need bomb rocks for that. Which I cannot do just yet. Alright, men! Carry! So you will need a total of 20 Pikmin at minimum to carry the engine part back to the Dolphin. So I just recommend getting all 25 Pikmin. You know, there have been challenge runs where it is possible to actually... oh, wait. Before we do that, I need to see something. No? Okay. I thought I could pluck it. For sap. Turns out, no, I can't. Alright, well. Once the engine is back... Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. It's time for night. So at the end of every day, this will play. A small little cutscene showing all the Pikmin getting loaded into the onion while Olimar goes back to the ship. And while you won't see anything actually in the area during the first locale, as I like to call it, enemies will show up later. One day since impact, they have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface. Or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I cannot recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hokote. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? Dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. Alright, not bad for our first day. We went through the tutorial, got our first Pikmin. Pretty nice, all around. So I shall see all of you in the next one, where we enter the Forest of Hope. So until then, goodbye!